Hello boys, hello girls, hello students in general. Today we are going to start learning how to draw beautiful geometric drawings based on the 8-pointed regular star polygon. We are going to learn to do drawings similar to this one, step by step. Before starting, we are going to observe some models. We're going to pay attention to this first one, and later I'm going to show you a few others. This drawing is described in a circle. The center of the circle is in the middle of the page. This point, the center, is very close to the center of the page. Later you are going to seek out to get the center. Okay, later this student has divided the circle into equal parts. This student has divided the circle first into 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Later, he or she, I don't remember if it's he or she, had to divide the space between 1 and 2 into 2 equal parts. Later, the space between 2 and 3 into 2 equal parts, and he did the same with the following points. And later, he or she had to do something I'm going to explain to you later. I'm going to show you a few other models. All of them were inscribed in a circle the same size. All of them were done by secondary school students. All of them started dividing the circle into 8 equal parts, and later they divided the space between the points they had obtaining into 2. And later they did something, but I'm going to explain everything step by step. Eventually, students, following certain rules, created their own composition. Very good. So we go back to our first model, which is this one. We're going to use this model. The first thing we have to get is the center of the page. The students have used this specific type of special drawing paper you can see here. Okay, as you can see, the paper size is A4, which is, well, we're going to talk about the length. I am going to remind you about an A4 piece of paper, height and width. We have 21 centimeters, which is equal to 210 millimeters width. We have 29.7 centimeters, which is equal to 297 millimeters height. This is something you have to keep in mind. You have to learn it by heart. You have to remember this. So first step, we want the center point. We are going to start at the top corners. From the top corner, I'm going to measure 15 centimeters. So with the ruler, I am going to measure and mark 15 centimeters. As you can see here, 15 centimeters. Very good. I'm going to do exactly the same from the top corner here. This is going to be also 15 centimeters. Exactly 15 centimeters. Okay. maybe you see it better if I do this. This is exactly 15 centimeters. Good. Now I'm going to measure half width, which is going to be 10.5 centimeters. So I'm going to measure 10.5 centimeters in the top edge of the paper, and now I'm going to do exactly the same in the bottom edge of this sheet of paper. 10.5 centimeters. So I have 1, 2, 3 and 4 marks. I want the center point, so I'm going to join these 2 marks. I only want the center point. Good. Now I'm going to join the top and bottom marks. Very carefully. Here I have the center point. It's not exactly the center because 15 is not exactly 297 millimeters divided into 2, but it's very, very close to the center. Very good. Now I want, next step, I want the circle. I have this point. Now I want this circle. Very good. This circle is 9 centimeters radius. Good. To get this shape, I need a horizontal diameter. So what I'm going to do is to join this point and this point. I'm going to join them. I'm going to join this and this. With a faint line. I'm not going to press with my pencil. This has to be faint, please. Good. Now I'm going to measure the radius. The radius is going to be 9 centimeters. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 centimeters. This is going to be the circle radius. Good. Now I'm going to draw the circle. I had to press a little bit because otherwise you wouldn't see the circle in the video, but please, you should not press. Please, you should draw everything faint. Good. So we have the center and we have this point and this point. Now we are going to do the vertical diameter, which is going to be perpendicular to this one, to get this point, which is going to be 1, and this point, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To do this, if you are my students, you should already know how to use the triangle rulers. We are going to use this triangle ruler. We are going to adjust this edge with the horizontal diameter, and now we are going to do the perpendicular diameter, which is going to be vertical, of course. Okay, good. So we have points 1, 3, 5, and 7. First thing we want to get is points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We only have 1, 3, 5, 6. To get 2, 4, 6, sorry, this is 7, I said 6, this is 7, 6 and 8, we have to divide this space into 2. Good. This is a 90-degree angle, so this is a right angle. We are going to divide this angle into 2. To do this, just if you are one of my students, you should already know how to do it. We are going to draw the angle bisector for this angle. As we already have this arc, we are going to use this as the first part of the construction, and we are going to open the compass more than half between this point and this point. So please open the compass more than half between this point and this point, and draw one arc, and do exactly the same arc from the point 1. I strongly recommend you to do a sketch first before drawing in the special drawing paper. This is what we want to do. For the moment, we have 1, 3, 5, and 7. And we want to divide this space into exactly 2 equal parts to get point 2 and 6. So we're going to do it. We are going to join this point with the center and continue. Good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And we have to find 8 and 4. To get 8 and 4, I'm going to do this. Look. With the compass, I am going to transfer this length with the compass. I'm going to transfer it here. This is going to be point 8, and here. And this is going to be point 4. Please do not number the points in the special drawing paper. We only number them in the sketch. This is a normal computer paper, which is going to be a sketch. Good. So now we're going to remember, if you are one of my students, you already know how to get a regular 8-pointed star polygon. If you are not one of my students, I'm going to tell you quickly how to get this. Once we have divided the circle into 8 equal parts, we have to join, to link the points following this sequence you have here. We're starting 1 and we joined with the third point. So it's 1, 4, 4, 7, 7, 2, 2, 5, 5, 8, 8, 3, 3, 6, and 6, 1. We close in 1. Good. So we're going to do this here. This is 1, but we don't want to number it here because it's the special drawing paper. 1 with the third point. Good. So we join with the third point. So first, second, third. First, second, third point. From here to first, second, third point. How to do the same. First, second, third. Look, when I do it, this line passes through this intersection. Continue joining, following the same sequence, and this is the last line. We're going to close in this point, which is point 1, but we don't number it, please. Good. So we have the first part. Go back to the model. So for the moment we have this shape, which is the 8-pointed regular star polygon, which is going to be the basic shape we're going to follow to create a composition similar to this one. Okay, the next thing we have to do is to divide this space into two, this arc into two, divide this arc into two, this arc into two, this arc into two. All of them, we want to divide them into two. We are going to do it in the next video. So please watch the next video, in which I'm going to explain you how to divide this space into two and how to get this sensation that there's another star below the one that's closer to us.